What's up? This is vlog number 1. We're out here at Mountain Baker. Yeah, it's just sunny and sick out here every day. Mountain Baker, sunny and sick. Right, boys? Before moving to Washington, I had no idea about riding in the mountains. I didn't know what the fuck I was getting myself into, but I think I was drawn to it because it was the unknown. Moving to Baker was a pretty monumental thing, where on one hand it felt so obvious that this is what I wanted to do. But it was scary to leave what I knew. And there was totally like a trial period where I was like, well, maybe I just don't land on my feet, ever. I got all this amazing mentorship and guidance along the way. I just felt so grateful to have had that help, because without it, I wouldn't know anything about how to move in the mountains.
Mega props. Mary, you're just a gem of a human. Love that girl.
I was really inspired by the people, specifically the women up here, ripping by themselves, hiking around, running the mountain. It's just this like really strong female presence. I wish that I could be half as hardcore as them. I'm in such awe every time I look at the mountain, because it just immediately puts you in your place. It's that feeling of being small. And to be able to have that experience with yourself and with the people and with nature is what it's all about.
Well, my dad, the stories of the stuff that he and his buddies did, he was very experimental. He forever, to this day, has been someone who is relentlessly in the pursuit of fun. Raced nationally motorcycle. He'd quit that, and then all of a sudden we'd be fishing. And then it was bicycle racing, scuba diving, sailing, just so many activities. That mentality was well developed by the time snowboarding showed up. He just saw a new way to have fun.
Pretty much. You know, why do it unless it's fun, right? Isn't that what we say? Those who die with good knees is a waste, right? But the thing about the snowboarding and why I think it was hugely successful and got it started here is that it takes fresh snow. If it was just hard ice, East Coast stuff, I don't find it as much fun.
Like back then, we made most of our money in the springtime. The deep winter, when we got 3 feet of snow at like 30 degrees, wasn't that enjoyable for the average person. I mean, the skis back then and the gear, like the skinny straight skis, it was horrible to ski. And the snowboards back then, like the FE Pro Swallowtail, it was killer for those conditions. It was super fun. And so I think like my dad got on that too and was like, this is made for Baker.
You all right?
Out of control. My body slammed.
It's surfy out there, all right?
Yeah.
Man, snap the tail, pull in. I've been kind of throwing them in there and ducking in. It's kind of like side offshore. This is 3 foot Washington. Inside section's really getting kind of wind chop on it. Kind of lowly here and there, but yeah. Getting sickies.
Just know that the locals, they're just a little bit of a different breed here, you know. Lots of duct tape, lots of black Gore-Tex, lots of frayed bottoms, grindins or whatever you've got, you know.
This guy's got full rubber body condom.
32 degrees and snowing.
You know, I love the coastal snowpack. It gets so deep and so like thick here, like gives you that extra level of confidence. And that's like helping your older man suspension keep rolling, you know. This will be like my 23rd season at Mount Baker. When I started out at Baker, Mike Yoshida was cooking for the patrollers. So he would get up in the morning and he would make breakfast for all the patrollers. Like we had flip phones and he would like text me and he'd be like, leave your house. It's gonna be good. And to be totally honest, I still live in like the old world. I don't really check those websites. When a bunch of crews start hitting me up and they're like, I'm thinking I'm coming, like I know it's gonna be good. People are like, I'm gonna move to this town where there's no affordable housing. All the amenities are like 50 minutes away. I have to drive to the mountain every single day, and it's small. No one cares because the terrain is out of this world. There's no mountain in Washington where you can just be in the air so much. As far as like lift access, to freaking get on a chairlift, get bumped up and just lap it, it's like, come on. It's, you know, there's no place like it. Then you get it out on the arm, like on a nice day, all of a sudden you have like this like mini Alaska. I mean, I think like Baker is such an amazing training ground for Alaska.
are mountains just like like I said, they just go up the coast from Washington through British Columbia into Alaska, and you know, you've seen it, they just get bigger and bigger until you get there and you're like, fuck, okay, here we are.
I mean, it absolutely feels like the last of its kind up there. You know, it's so simple, it's so pure, it's so real. That this place exists against all odds, you know, and it's not by happenstance, it's by the people, the owners and operators, the day-to-day workers, the locals. It's totally the people that make it. There's so many characters up here. Everyone is just completely themselves, and it creates a space for you to do the same. job.